So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is the Dream Team. Yep, it's WoT driving the T29, the American Tier 7 heavy tank, widely regarded as one of the best in the game. And then Private Parts driving the Chi-Ri, the Japanese Tier 7 medium tank with an autoloader, which is widely regarded as one of the worst tanks in in the game. Anyway, it's not really about Private Parts, other than the fact it's always funny to mention that name. It's WoT, and he's going to have an absolute barnstormer of a game in this T29. T29, I think tier for tier, one of the best heavy tanks in the game. Has almost impenetrable turret. Even higher tier tanks will struggle to pen this turret, frontally at least. And a pretty good gun. Hull armour, not so good, but then it uses a wonderful gun depression that American tanks have, so that people can only shoot at that big thick head. So no more jokes about Americans with big thick heads. Sorry, stop that now. No sniggering at the back. It's a tier 9 game. Well, it always will be, because you're platooning and wargaming loves to screw you over when you're platooning. Poor old Private Parts is a little bit stuck down there on his own. There's an IS-3 coming towards him, which is not really what you want to see when you're in a Chi-Ri. But WoT has gone into a nice position. Now here he is at least hull down. However, he's susceptible to artillery fire in this particular position. And artillery generally will be targeting this sort of zone. Did I mention we're on airfields? It's not a bad map, airfield. I quite like it as a map. It has something for everybody. Which personally is what I love in any map, is just the the fact that there's something for every player, every type of tank, where they can at least have some chance of playing the game. Now the enemy are not playing ball and pushing around, of course. Then typical, the moment he moves they pop out. Isn't that always the way? So he came up into this middle area ready to take a shot at those light and medium tanks in the middle. Of course, it's always the way. I do this all the time. You wait, nothing happens, and then you move, and of course then it happens. Ooh, what's an object 257 sitting over there, base camping? Good grief. So there's a really heavy enemy push down this down the JK line, down the edge of the water. There's an OHO, an IS-3, backed up by T28, the object, all there. So it's really needs to be dealt with, and there is only a couple of friendly tanks down there. So WoT is keeping it a little bit quiet here. Finally gets a nice shot. There's that, I think it's 105mm gun on this. Very nice gun, whatever it is. Really, really pokey. Fairly accurate, although it does suffer from the American gun disease of shell just plummets into the earth for no apparent reason. Lots of happiness in the chat as usual. That's why I turn it off now. Can't be bothered. Too many idiots out there. So the friendly team need to take a little bit of attention to what's happening down there. There's a meal heading down there to help out Private Parts. I'm surprised that WoT hasn't gone down there as well, but I guess at the moment he's just waiting to see what the situation is. And while he's still getting targets up here, why not? Oh dear, there goes Private Parts, died by A43, or T43, sorry. There we go, there's the indestructible turret at work. Mind you, a light tank against this turret, good luck. Only way you can really do anything to this turret is firing big shells of HE. Or higher tier 9 tanks firing premium sometimes can go through it, but even then, phew. There's still a lovely happy conversation going in amongst all the fans out there, having a nice time chatting amongst themselves, supporting each other beautifully. But at least our heavies have now pushed hard. Now WoT is heavy, but he's also bottom tier, so they can sort of forgive him a bit, being a bit more circumspect about what he does. And also, this gun is very, very pokey, and he can do quite a lot of damage from as a sniper. Trying to get an edge on that 43. No joy. There's the enemy object. Has moved forward. Those things are buggers to pen from the side. As we know, the V-shaped armour makes them really hard unless you just happen to hit. There's an area just above the tracks that are possible to pen. However, I think that one's actually looking away from us. Trying to get a shot on somebody out here. Oh, no joy on the prototype. Trouble is, those prototypes, you've got to be firing at the cheeks around the hull, around the turret. Object 257. Now, what I liked here was Von Voss does not panic. He doesn't worry about the fact he's spotted there. He just keeps his hull pointing towards the enemies, and there we go. And his reward is a shell up the Jaxi into that object who's out there. Enemy heavies are pushing for our cap, but we've won everywhere else. So this attack here is very isolated, and we can have some fun against this object. Oh, and he sets the object on fire. Is he recovered? He should show up more obviously, shouldn't he, if he's on fire, don't you think? But he doesn't. So we lose sight of him, which is frustrating. There's an IS down there. What do you do when you see an IS below you? Of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, let's have a look at that again, because that was funny. So here we go. Boom cha. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're off, seeing what else damage we can cause. And a pretty good game really all round. 2,500 damage, that's a pretty good game, wouldn't you say? Only 3 enemy tanks left. And it's always fun when you get the chance to nosedive onto an IS-3 who wasn't paying attention. And so remember, he is bottom tier, so you know, kind of don't expect him to go balls deep, because that's not really going to happen in this tank, in this kind of matchup. So the Oho is in the cap, and where's the object gone? He was around here somewhere. Seems to have disappeared. Okay, so anyone seen our object? Oh, we got spotted there. Ah, there he is. But there he goes. Dies before we get there. Oh well, GG, well played. So that kamikaze was a thing of beauty, I think you'll agree. Dropping on the IS-3, who seemed completely oblivious to Von Voss being above him. But gave us the kamikaze medal for you get if you destroy by ramming a tank that is at least 1 tier higher. And dropping on IS-3, a tier 8 heavy with the tier 7 heavy qualifies you amply for that. So he came out with first class. He got bruiser and fire for effect. Finished up, top of his team, 2,702 damage, 1 kill, which was the ram, and 1053 base XP. Nice job as a bottom tier heavy. 13 shots, hit with 9, penned with 6. Took 1 hit himself, but it didn't penetrate that big thick turret. 45,000 credits after cost, 30,000, and 1,500 experience with the ×3 up to 4,820. So really nice job. And just worth it for that epic ram, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously. This is GamerDom, signing out.